From scary scrapyards to spooky forests. Coffins hanging high up on hills to traps set by demons. Drones will go where we can't. Dare to watch what's hiding in old factories and restricted areas. Every secret will be revealed.
Oh my god, what the
But can you handle it?
Ada orang din. Oh my god, damn. Ada itu.
While exploring a forest with a drone, a group of friends spotted a mushola, a small prayer house. Curious, they flew their drone closer, and what they saw chilled them to the bone.
Ada orang din. Oh my god, damn.
Strange beings in white robes performing an odd ritual. When one looked up at the drone, they quickly shut the door. They were brave, but made a foolish decision to check. But as they walked, things got scary. One friend suddenly got possessed by some spirit. The others calmed him down and went out of there. They left convinced they'd witnessed spirits mid-ritual. Creature in the barn. Two guys who heard of spooky stories about a scary creature living in old barns nearby decided to check one out for themselves.
A boy Hype Mike over here told me about it.
It's like a creepy barn off the side of the road, and apparently it's haunted by like some kind of creature. A lot of the neighborhood is talking about it right now.
They went to many barns, flying their drones inside each one. Nothing in the first few, but in one barn, they caught a scary figure.
Oh, dude! Is that him? No.
At first, it started crawling like a skinwalker, then started walking like a human, but its facial features were alien. As it got close to their car, things got really spooky.
Where's the car?
It should be like further.
Oh, bro, he's literally...
The drone stopped working. The creature vanished, then suddenly showed up right in front of them.
Whoa, what? What the hell, dude? Drive.
Scared, the guys drove off fast. They couldn't explain what had happened, but they will surely share their story across their town. Demon chase. Two friends were having fun flying their drone around an abandoned factory when they spotted something unusual.
I think... Oh my god! Beak. Yo, look at it!
A demon with a long mouth peering out of a room. Instead of playing it safe, they decided to go in and find it. Inside, it was like a horror movie come to life. Frozen feet were hanging from the ceiling, and everything looked super creepy.
Shine your light on that. Dude, it's like feet or shoes or something.
When they entered a dark room, they heard terrifying roars. Panicked, they ran for their lives, with the demon chasing right behind them.
It's coming! Let's get out of here! So we get the picture!
They barely escaped and called the police. The cops searched the whole place, but found nothing. They put a "keep out" sign in front of the building to avoid such encounters in the future. Last survivor. In the Brazilian Amazon, a caveman searching for hidden tribes came across an incredible sight. There, all alone, was a man who seemed to be the last of his people. Covered in leaves, he was busy cutting down a tree, completely unaware he was being watched. The explorer tried to get close, but in the blink of an eye, the man vanished into the jungle, like he'd never been there at all. The cameraman told the government, and they quickly decided to protect this last survivor of the tribe. Road's hairy secret.
Near where I live, called Bear Hollow Road. Curious if there's any bears down there.
In December, a guy who just shifted near Bear Hollow Road wanted to see if there were any bears around. As he drove inside, a strange creature was walking through the woods.
Whoa, what is that?
He got curious and decided to follow it with his drone.
Shut the camera off for a minute. I'm going to use the drone.
After looking all over, he finally found it. A big, hairy brown thing that looked kind of like a human was just walking around in the woods like it belonged there.
What the world? What is that?
The man realized he might be looking at the famous Bigfoot, but then the creature went into some bushes and disappeared. He got pretty scared and decided to go home. Scrapyard Beast. A group of friends stopped by the road to rest after a long drive. But suddenly, they saw a local man run out of a nearby scrapyard looking very scared. He was so frightened he couldn't even speak and just ran away. They decided to use their drone to look inside the scrapyard. And what they saw was shocking. A scary figure was ripping apart cars with super strength.
He's ripping things out of the car, bro. I think he's mad.
Yo, come on, you're getting way too close for comfort, dude.
The friends thought it might be a monster who hurt people who came to the scrapyard, and these were their cars. The mysterious figure looked up at the camera in anger. It threw bits of metal at the drone, and the friends knew it was time to leave.
We have to leave.
Cameron,
Bro,
Cameron,
let's
don't
leave.
worry,
Don't
bro.
risk it, Cameron.
Bigfoot Summit.
There's a Sasquatch down there.
Two friends went on an adventure to Squamish's snowy peaks. As they reached the top, they spotted a strange creature from a distance. It was tall, black, and hairy, walking through the snow, looking just like the legendary Bigfoot.
Pretty sure there's a Sasquatch down there. In the middle of nowhere.
The creature didn't seem to notice them. It kept moving, climbing higher up the mountain. In a brief appearance, it disappeared into the snowy landscape. Later, they shared their story online, sparking new interest in the Bigfoot mystery of Squamish. Spooky Forest Mystery.
I feel like we're being watched. Man, we are being watched for sure.
In a creepy forest, people kept disappearing. They said a tall, ghostly man in a suit called Slender Man lived there. He was very scary. He left spooky notes on trees to make people walk deeper into the woods. Then, suddenly they vanished. A brave team went to find proof of the Slender Man. With a drone, they looked around the woods. And suddenly, they saw him. A tall figure in a suit standing still.
Oh my god, what the dude, what the hell?
It's glitching.
But when they tried to get closer, their camera glitched. When it cleared up, Slender Man was gone. This phenomenon happened twice. It was like he had magic powers messing with the camera.
Just slowly approach it. Oh, it's glitching.
They decided to go back with the proof and came again with better preparations to catch him next time.
Oh, we lost it again.
If he's not
Oh my
here,
god,
Kyle.
Area 51 Strange Visitors. Do you think you know all about Area 51? This story might just change your mind. A curious guy decided to fly his drone near the military base, hoping to reveal its secrets. Suddenly, the footage showed two figures, and he was shocked as these were not humans. They were aliens who were casually chatting, roaming freely as if they had permission from a military base.
Cash anything here? What the? Are they kissing? Are they hugging? What's going on?
Things got really strange when aliens started to pray, and instantly the drone shut off, falling to the ground.
What the hell is he doing? Yo, what the frig is going on? Yo, my drone!
He then left the area without retrieving it. Was this proof of a secret alien government alliance? Well, whatever it was, Area 51 definitely holds more secrets than you ever imagined. Ghostly Night. A technical specialist was filming at the 11th century Berkeley Castle when something extraordinary happened. At first, he saw nothing unusual, but when reviewing the footage later, he spotted a ghostly knight on horseback galloping across the courtyard. This wasn't just any old castle. Berkeley is infamous as the supposed murder site of King Edward II in 1327. Could this spectral rider be the king's restless spirit? It seems that at Berkeley Castle, history isn't just remembered, it might be actively haunting the grounds. Angry Ram. A hunter was using his drone to look for animals in the forest. He spotted a big ram and flew the drone closer for a better look. But the ram didn't like being watched. In a surprise move, the ram knocked the drone right out of the sky. The hunter went to pick up his broken drone, and suddenly he heard a noise behind him. It was the ram, and it was charging straight at him. The man ran as fast as he could, but that ram was quicker. It caught up with the hunter, and after a struggle, the hunter finally managed to escape. Hanging coffins. Hidden in the mountains of China, an enthusiastic explorer's drone captured a secret burial place. Coffins were hanging up to 90 meters high above the ground. The locals believe putting the dead up high helped their spirits get to heaven. Small holes were there in the rock walls, showing how old these spots were. Old bones and broken pots were seen inside them. In nearby caves, he even captured something weirder. Thousands of wooden coffins were stacked up, slowly rotting, on the belief that letting them rot helped souls get to heaven. Have you ever been to this scary world in these mountains? Tropical trap. While capturing tropical forest beauty with their drone, 3 friends spotted a strange person covered in leaves and grass. Suspecting it might be a cannibal, they returned several times but couldn't find the figure again. One day, their drone caught its attention. The figure emerged, pointed its machete at the drone, and left a plastic bag before vanishing. They got curious. What could be inside that bag? One of them decided to investigate. As he approached, he accidentally stepped into a hidden trap and fell. His friends quickly came to help. They rescued him and found there were only leaves in the bag left by the cannibal. It was all a clever trick. Realizing the potential danger, they wasted no time and left the area. Witch in the woods.
Where's she going? Did she go right?
Into the house.
Into the house?
Into the house.
No.
Some friends went to a spooky forest where kids went missing long ago. They wanted to see if the stories about a witch were true, so they sent their flying camera to go look around. As they watched the camera's video, they saw something scary. A real witch with a broom. They moved their camera closer to see it better. The witch went into an old, scary house and waved her broom from a window, like she was warning them. Then, all of a sudden, the witch jumped in front of the camera. She did tricks with her broom and made black smoke. That smoke turned their camera into dust.
From now, we're gonna lose our drone. Yo!
The friends got scared and smartly drove away fast.
Mark, I told you to bring the drone back, dude. Just let me go get it, okay?
Aliens in Las Vegas.
Stories about the crash of an unknown object and the alleged sighting of strange creatures in the backyard of a Northwest Valley home.
On April 30th, just before midnight, people across several western states saw a bright fireball in the sky. In Las Vegas, something even stranger occurred. A family working in their yard saw a sparkly object crash nearby. Then, they spotted 2 tall creatures with big eyes. Scared, the family called the police.
There's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large.
When officers arrived, they found a circular mark in the yard where the object had landed. The family said they saw the creature climb into their front loader, as if it was trying to use it. They even heard footsteps on their roof. The landing of aliens on the UFO was now proved, which everyone saw on the sky. The government strictly issued orders to catch them at any cost. Alien hill encounter. While trekking in Brazil, some hikers spotted what looked like 10-foot-tall aliens on a hilltop. The strange beings seemed to be surveying the area, looking around as if they were studying Earth. The aliens moved freely. almost like they had permission to be there. But just as suddenly as they appeared, the aliens vanished. Shocked, the hikers reported their sighting to the authorities. Officials took action and closed the area for tourists. They started searching for any trace of the mysterious visitor, but so far, they haven't found anything concrete. Mysterious clowns. Two adventurers took their drone to a spooky old railway track. There, they spotted a creepy clown holding a balloon. This wasn't any fun circus clown though. It looked scary. As the drone got closer, the clown began to jump wildly, then it ran away. The drone chased the clown, but after a game of hide and seek, the friends gave up and went home.
Dude, he's just running. Yo, he's literally just running.
A few days later, they visited Clifton Clown Cliffs, where locals said clowns often appeared. This time, their drone caught an amazing sight. Two of the locals had set a trap and caught a clown. The clown was then handed over to the police, and the mystery of the strange clown's appearance was finally solved. Sheep's art. A photographer in New Zealand got a big surprise when he sent his drone up into the air. He caught an incredible sight of hundreds of sheep moving together in a flock. Clever herding dogs were guiding them. Then another such scene was captured in Kansas. A farmer drove around, dropping food for his cows in a special pattern. With the drone captured down, the cows had made a giant smiley face.
This is perfect. Look at that.
Furry mystery. Three famous adventurous friends got an unusual email from an old man. He said a strange, black, furry, human-like creature that moved like a monkey was stealing his chickens. They got curious and decided to check it out. To help, they set up some bait and used a drone to watch. 20 minutes later, two creatures showed up. One came forward, ate the bait, and ran away when it saw the drone. Now they knew the old man wasn't making things up. They promised the man to come back with more cameras and bait. The old man was happy someone believed him. As the friends drove home, they started making plans to capture it, but this time with the authorities. Cemetery ghost. People living near an old cemetery kept hearing weird noises every night. Fed up, they decided to find out what was going on. Their plan? Send a drone with a light into the dark graveyard. As the drone flew around, its light suddenly caught something that made everyone's hair stand on end. There, sitting quietly among the graves, was a scary, ghostly figure. When the light hit it, the ghost took off into the darkness. The residents were totally freaked out. They started praying right away, hoping to chase the spirit away for good. Caged mystery. Adventurous guys went to explore an abandoned cottage inside the forest, and what they found was super strange. In the woods near Palembang, they saw a big cage. Next to it was a man in white clothes holding a sharp stick. They thought he might be a magic man called a shaman. When they tried to get closer, the man suddenly ran away really fast. The friends tried to follow him with their camera, but it got lost in the thick trees. They decided to go look for their drone, but it felt like someone was following them. It was so scary that they decided to quit. Vanishing mystery. At an arid region in Portugal, workers on a construction site spotted a strange, skinny creature that looked almost human.
Caralho, velho. Puta, onde que tá agora, pô?
Its arms hung low, as if tired from a long journey. Its odd appearance caught everyone's attention. Then, something really weird happened. As the creature passed behind a bush, it completely vanished. Just like that. Gone. The workers were so spooked that the construction stopped for days. Officials came to investigate, searching the area thoroughly, but no such being was found. Do you get what this being was? Black-eyed girl. Cannock Chase, known for spooky sightings of black-eyed girls, drew in two curious friends. They brought a drone, hoping to spot the spirit. As they flew their drone over the woods, a girl in a lab coat suddenly appeared among the trees, walking slowly. The drone caught a glimpse of her, but her face wasn't clear. Just as they thought they'd solved the mystery, the footage was cut off. The friends were left wondering, did they just see the black-eyed girl? Or was it something else? The encounter added another chapter to Canuck Chase's ghostly tale. Mysterious ritual. A drone flying over a construction area caught an odd sight. 3 men, all dressed in identical blue outfits, were performing what looked like a ritual around a pipe. They moved in strange patterns, as if following some unseen instructions. At first glance, they seemed to be regular technicians on the job, but as the drone flew closer, things got weird. The men suddenly looked up, fear clear on their faces. Without a word, they scattered and ran away. What were they really doing? Why did they run? The drone footage left more questions than answers. Sometimes, even ordinary places can hide extraordinary secrets. Unexpected projectile. A guy was flying his drone over Farmington Canyon in northern Utah, capturing scenic shots of the forest and creek, when something bizarre happened. Out of nowhere, a flat object whizzed past his drone at incredible speed. This wasn't just a leaf caught in the wind. It seemed like someone or something had thrown it deliberately, trying to take down the drone. But who could it be? Spooked by the close call, the pilot quickly packed up and left, his mind racing with questions. Lost grandma. In Ashenboro, North Carolina, an 81-year-old woman went missing. Deputies and dogs searched, but had trouble with the rough ground and a big cornfield. So they sent up a drone to find her. It quickly spotted the woman's purple jacket in the middle of the cornfield. But here's the weird part. She wasn't alone. 2 strange men were with her, and it looked like they had some kind of power over her. The woman just sat there, not trying to get away. When the deputies rushed to the spot, only the woman was there. The mysterious men had disappeared. Afterwards, the police investigated her, but she didn't remember anything at all. Lost dog. A golden retriever named Meadow got lost in the woods near Andes, New York. She had just arrived at her new home when she ran away, still wearing her leash. For 10 days, the owners looked for Meadow. Her old and new family were very worried. Then, a professional videographer saw a post about the dog online and decided to help.
I saw this post on Reddit last night of a missing dog.
He used his drone to search the forest. After 15 minutes, he saw a white spot in the trees. It was Meadow. He marked where Meadow was on his map. Then he went into the woods, and Meadow was finally found and brought back home safely.
What are you doing? That's my girl.
Lost grandpa rescued. An old man went for a walk with his family on the beach, but unfortunately, he got lost. His family looked everywhere. Almost a whole day went by, but he wasn't found. They called the police for help. Right away, the police started the search with a smart idea. They set up a drone near the beach with their team on the ground. After a deep research, while they were going back, suddenly the drone captured a man in the water surrounded by fields, sitting scaredly. The rescue team reached there and carefully pulled him to safety. He'd been lost for almost the whole day. The family thanked them for their clever use of the drones, and the old man was safe at last. Harry Fisher. Some tourists went on an adventure into a forest where people weren't supposed to go. They saw something there they never expected. In a lake, sitting on a rock, was a white, hairy animal. It looked like a big albino monkey. The creature was using bait to catch fish just like people do. Suddenly, the animal noticed it was being captured. It stopped fishing and quickly climbed up some rocks, then sat there, very still and quiet. The tourists didn't want to scare it anymore, so they decided to leave. Was it a type of monkey? Or maybe something no one had ever found before? Haunted Cliff Dare.
We're going to this haunted clown thing, and I'm gonna play a clip of this clip that my friend got, and there was this black-lick thing.
These guys were dared by a friend to visit a haunted area, as he had seen a creepy clown there and challenged them to check it out. It was a sketchy cliff in bushes where the clown was seen. It was given a scary feel, with sketches of snakes and clown stuff. Suddenly, they saw it, a clown passing by not far away. They ran for their lives as fast as they could. Fortunately, they escaped and got their dare completed. Predator exposed. Near the city of Oruro in Bolivia, farmers found their cows, llamas, and alpacas lifeless. Locals started to wonder if this was the work of a chupacabra, also known as the goat sucker. The authorities were alerted, and they started their search. And one day, their drone actually captured a hunched figure in the fields. It was now clear who the culprit was, but beyond that, they failed to catch it. So they advised the farmers to move their animals to secure places, especially at night, until they catch them. Cult performance. In 2016, a man witnessed a strange cult performance at CERN in Switzerland. People in dark robes gathered around a statue of Shiva Nataraja, a Hindu god. A leader guided their group. Then someone from their group brought forward a girl covered in a black robe. They took it off and laid her on the ground. Then the group continued their strange ceremony around her. The man watching all this went straight to the officials to report it, but they denied any action against the ritual, and it seemed like it was being performed with their permission. Have you ever encountered such a strange cult? UFO surprises in Hawaii. A sky anomaly quickly became a matter of concern for tourists and authorities. In 2015, a group of people visiting Hawaii spotted a weird, shiny object flying high above. It wasn't a plane or a balloon, but a UFO! Everyone out there got scared of the aliens that could come out. Soon, the authorities were reported, but the UFO suddenly disappeared, leaving no trace behind. Now, we'll have to wait until the authorities provide a proper explanation after their investigation. Mysterious flying object.
Here, I'll do this, that way you know it's for real.
It is for real.
One day, something truly unusual was flying high above. The object had a weird shape and moved in an unusual way. The man who witnessed it quickly recorded a video of the mysterious thing, thinking it might be from outer space. The person emailed the footage to space scientists. The experts started searching the whole country right away. They thought this could be proof that aliens visit Earth, as they can come in all sorts of spaceships. Big, small, and in strange shapes we can't even imagine. But even after looking everywhere, the scientists still couldn't find the object.
You can't see, it's a drone. No, it ain't.
Tentacled UFO. One day, a resident of Fresno, California looked up and saw an unusual object floating in the air. It wasn't a bird, a plane, or even a cloud. The object had long, wiggly parts that looked like tentacles. As news of the sighting spread, people got excited. Some thought it might be a UFO from another planet. Others said it reminded them of alien ships from movies like Arrival and War of the Worlds. Everyone had a different idea about what it could be. Was it really a spaceship? Or was there another explanation? Terrasaur sighting. One day in Boise, Idaho, an amateur spotted a huge flying creature from the time of dinosaurs flying above the city. It had large wings and a long beak. It was a pterosaur, a flying reptile. Word of this incredible sighting spread quickly. Authorities were called to try and catch this, as it would be a massive discovery. When the search started, it vanished quickly. Was it truly an ancient pterosaur? Or perhaps something else? Miami alien.
It involves talk of alien sightings at Bayside Marketplace.
On a Monday night, about 50 teenagers caused chaos at Bayside Marketplace, an outdoor mall in Miami. They set off fireworks, scaring people. The police came to control the crowd and arrested 4 teens. Soon after, strange stories started spreading on the internet. Some people claim they saw 8 to 10 foot tall shadowy aliens in blurry videos from the mall. But the police covered it up immediately and said no aliens were there. As a result, the Miami alien mystery was unsolved. But what do you think? Was it an alien? And why do you think the police covered it up?
We reached out to the Miami Police Department. They issued a statement saying in part, quote, "There were no aliens, UFOs, or ETs. No airports were closed, no power outages." Facepalm emoji was included in the statement.
Glowing structures. On a flight from Las Vegas to Los Angeles, a passenger noticed something odd in the barren landscape below. 2 bright structures were glowing mysteriously, seeming like spaceships had just landed there and aliens were about to come outside. But the scene unfortunately went out of sight as the plane flew away, leaving behind the mystery. Angelic figure. During the festive celebration in San Pedro, something magical happened near the church. A drone filming the carnival caught an amazing sight. A strange figure appeared close to the church's dome, looking just like an angel. It floated higher and higher, looking like it was going back after blessing the carnival goers. As people pointed it out, the angel-like shape kept going up. Finally, it disappeared into the clouds. That mystery remained unsolved. What do you all make of it? Flying humanoid. On December 6, 2018, something strange appeared in the sky above Browns Bay. A black humanoid figure floating high in the air was captured by the locals. It had no wings to fly, and the mysterious flyer looked like it came from another world and perhaps was going back. The local police were called right away, and when officers arrived, they looked everywhere, but that flying figure had vanished without a trace. The police took it down as a UFO sighting. Now nobody knows what the flying humanoid was or where it went. Will it ever come back? Seems like only time will tell. Plume mystery. One day in Billingham, a bright orange plume of smoke appeared over the town. People rushed outside to see the unusual sight. They quickly reported the case. Soon, fire crews arrived to investigate and solve the mystery. They discovered the plume came from a small gas leak at a nearby fertilizer plant. Luckily, no one got hurt, and the cloud didn't cause any trouble. Soon, the orange sky returned to normal. The fertilizer plant was ordered to keep necessary precautions in the future to avoid disturbing the residents. Giant snake encounter. In 1959, Colonel Remy Van Leerd was flying his helicopter over the jungles of Congo. Suddenly, he spotted something huge moving below him.
To make several passes over the hole where the snake was in, enabled to let the man take a picture of it.
It was a massive snake. He got curious and flew closer to get a better look. The snake was brown and green with a white belly. Its head alone was massive. When the helicopter got near, the giant snake lifted its head high as if ready to attack, and he quickly flew away. Giant door. On October 10th, 2015, a tourist was taking pictures of the famous stone pillars in Northern Ireland when something amazing caught his eye. A huge gate appeared in one of the cliffs. He quickly pointed his phone at it, and just as fast as it opened, that stone door closed again.
Look!
The sight of the gate scared those tourists. Soon, other visitors got scared too. Everyone ran away, leaving the place empty. No one knew what caused the gate to appear or where it led. The Giant's Causeway, usually full of people, was now quiet and mysterious. Open discussion. Although this picture looks grim at first, it went viral for all the right reasons.
New tonight, the American cavers stuck in a deep underground cave in Turkey, now free.
This story goes back to September 2023, when the European Cave Rescue Association received a call for help, which sparked an international rescue operation led by at least 20 aid workers. It was Mark Dickey, an American explorer who ventured into Turkey's Taurus Mountains and there got an unexpected illness and was not able to climb up. The authorities supplied him with medicine to survive. For 9 long days, they tried to bring him out through the twisting roads. And finally, after an exhausting operation, he was rescued. He had survived against incredible odds. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again